So we are down here at the beach to try out this new set of DroneMask VR goggles. That would be very interesting for me to test out, because when DroneMask reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to test these goggles, I thought this could be a good chance to enhance the flying experience with your drone. And the cool part about these goggles are actually that they work for any drone that you have. So why not give it a shot with the Mavic 3 Pro to see if we can add some VR love into that experience. I'm here, I'm together with my spotter, my son, Tobias, and we are riding my beautiful Corvette C3 from 1970. So I thought, why not bring these goggles along to see if we could sort of test out how good they are. Let's pull off the lid here. What you see here is a nice little pouch here that has the actual goggles inside. There's a cloth. There's also some instructions, but you know how it is. Instructions there for girls. So we just pulled them out right away. And then you're probably wondering, how are we going to make this work with the Mavic 3 Pro? And that's fairly simple, because we are cheating a little bit here. We're doing a little bit of a hack. We're using the old controller. We are putting on an Android phone on top of it. And then we have brought an extension cable that will allow us to take off the phone here and then position it inside the goggles. The good thing about these goggles are that there are no electronics inside, so it's not specific to any drone brand. So as long as you have that controller with a video output to a phone, you can put them inside these goggles. So the way this works is that you have the glasses here, and you have this lid, and this is where you position the phone. The good thing about this is not a traditional Fresnel lens that you get in VR glasses that you pick up for 25 bucks in the local supermarket. These are real optics that are designed to enhance the image that you see on your phone, to make it sort of immersive and not distorted too much. At least that's what the theory says. Let's just mount the cable here. So we start by putting the phone in here, inside this bracket, and it's nicely secured. Then we just swap it down like this, and then we should be able to see what's going on inside the goggles. We need to remove this cable, and then we are plugging it in here in the back. And if we are lucky, you can see that we can now see the image inside the goggles. First, take off my cap here. And let me just try the goggles here to see how they fit. And because everybody has a different view here, possible to adjust. If I untighten this screw in the bottom here, then I can move this up and down. So this was a lot better for me, because my eyesight is a little bit challenged once in a while. So every time that you need to operate the phone, you need to sort of unbuckle this, and then you can just flip it down like this and do whatever you need to do. A good tip is to set up your remote so it has all the stuff that you need when you're airborne, so you don't need to mess around with that. The quality is actually really nice. It seems to be some sort of a breathable fabric that will allow you not to sweat too much. So now I can try and launch the drone and fly out to the sea here. So my son, he can try the glasses. This is a quality father-son time. Now I have him in a leash. You see how long that lasts. So let's just fly over the sea here. And with the Corvette here, nobody can say that I don't have an unobstructed view for the drone. So Tobias, how does it feel? Is it crazy?
Yes.
So now I can fly it around like this, and then we will switch. So I'm getting the glasses on, and then Tobias, he can keep an eye on the drone, because this is something that you need to if you are supposed to fly this. Let me just have it. So, whoa, whoa, how cool is that? So I can fly. And right now I can see everything in here. It's actually, the image is really fantastic. They are a little bit head heavy. I think you can sort of regulate that if you don't pick a phone that is too heavy, but it's there's insufficient space on the SD card. How great is that? So this is one of the cases where preparation meets idiocy. I should have deleted some of those files here. Now we are back in business. SD card detected, confirm, switch, yes. Now we are ready to continue. I have my glasses here somewhere. I want to test if I can have those glasses on while I'm flying here. So that is actually possible. And then I can adjust. Oh, that was not good. It needs to go the full way out here for me. That might be different for you. Let's just try and circle a little bit. Okay, so I will start. Then you need to be able to know the controls that you have. And I think you need to be aware that you can be a little bit dizzy if you're doing this. It takes a little bit of time to getting used to. But look at this beautiful evening. No wonder we were driving the Corvette today. This is Corvette weather. So, completely lovely submersive experience. I do have a little issue here with that my glasses are actually fogging up, so I'm taking those ones off because I can't actually see without. So now it's crystal clear again. It's actually Sweden that you see on the on the back side of this brink. How crazy is that? It's actually a lot closer than you think. This is a really, really nice experience, I gotta tell you. I'm not a big, what can you say, FPV fan, because I have a hard time doing it because of my eyesight. But with this kind of limited investment, you can get a set of goggles that will allow you to get this feeling. And I think the beautiful part is that it's a universal thing. That universal is not, but you can basically hook it up to any drone that you want. And as you know, we can't do this with the Mini 3 Pro with the DJI RC. It's not possible because there's no video feed coming out. So, but if you have an old Mini 2 lying around or you bought it without the controller, then this is a brilliant chance for you. So this has been a really, really pleasant surprise. I actually hadn't tried the goggles before I made this review. I did take them out briefly back at home to make sure that everything fit, but I'm actually surprised how well this is working. This video is sponsored by DroneMask, but I'm just telling you what it is that I'm seeing, and then you can decide if this is something that you wanna pursue or not. At least I think this is nice. And let's head back to the car. Let's get it down. They actually fit me very nicely, and some of you might have noticed that I have something with my left eye. Sometimes it skids around and it makes it a little bit difficult for me to focus on something. I can use this. It's in the furthest position if I had to use this without using goggles, without using my glasses inside. This is a demonstration of the DroneMask. As said, there are no electronics inside, so you simply just have your phone sitting inside like this, running the DJI Fly app. It could also work, I assume, with the DJI Go 4 app, and even with the Autel Sky app, you would be able to do something like this. The only thing that you need is a remote that you can extend with a cable onto your phone that you then can position inside the mask. Super simple solution that, if you decide to drop that kind of money, will keep you with some sort of FPV capabilities for a while. Is this expensive or not? That's up to you to decide. I do want to say that it's a nicely designed product and it does what it says. I will of course make sure to provide a link where you can purchase your own drone mask in the description below. The only downside to this is that you can't operate the phone while they are mounted inside the goggles. Of course, it needs a little bit more planning when you are out flying, but at least it's future-proof, which you can't say with a lot of the goggles that are natively tied to different drones. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.